Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic. And as the year ends, we're still carrying on at 2 puzzles a day, and this one looks brilliant. Philip Newman, who has become quite a star in setting puzzles since we first did his Tatooine Sunset, famously difficult classic, and he sent this one to us, which he published on the Discord server on Christmas Day, actually, having noticed that we were doing a number of Kropki puzzles, and then he saw me doing the Kropki Revenge one a couple of days ago. So he sent this to me, and it's just a beautiful pattern. Look at the spirals of white and black dots there. Now, if you remember Kropki rules, and I think Kropki is the Polish word for dots, the black dots separate cells with a ratio of 2 to 1, so that could be 1 and 2, 2 and 4, 3 and 6, or 4 and 8. They're the only combinations. And white dots separate cells with a difference of 1, so they're consecutive numbers. Now, in this puzzle, there is no negative constraint, or as the rule was phrased, not all dots are given. Now, one day somebody's going to do a puzzle where that's absolutely vital, that means that one cell, one extra dot would be needed if all dots were given. I hope that's not going to be today, because that's going to be very hard when somebody uses that precise wording to imply an extra positive constraint, as it were. Anyway, so Discord, fabulous source for puzzles. If you haven't looked into it's the sort of Cracking the Cryptic Discord server set up by people who are interested in the channel. And we pop in occasionally, but people do recommend puzzles from it to us, and this is one of those. Also, of course, lots of extra content on Patreon. The Tracking the Cryptic Puzzle Hunt, which is still getting solutions now, and we are putting up a new puzzle there in a couple of days for the new month and the new year as it is. And of course, our apps all still available in the various places listed in the link under the video. So do try this in the first link under the video before watching myself. As I say, normal Kropki rules, normal Sudoku rules as well, but not all dots are given. And let's get cracking and see how we go about it. Now, when you get a run of 3 black dots, and they all have to be different numbers, and I think we've got 3 instances of that there. I know now that the middle one always has to be 2 or 4. This has to be a run of either 1, 2, 4 or 2, 4, 8. And in this central box we've got another black dot separate from there, and since it now can't contain 2 of the numbers 1, 2, 4 and 8, that must be a 3, 6 pair. So with the white dots here, could this go 6, 5, 4? No, because 4 must be used there. Actually, 2 and 4 must be used here. And I think that's going to mean we have to go from 6 and go up. So 6, 7, 8 it has to be. Anything from 3 would involve either a 2 or a 4. And as we worked out, 6, 5, 4 would use the 4. So 8's been used, so we now know this is a 1, 2, 4 set. 1, 2, 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 5. Now, we can't rely on the fact that, oh yes we can, there's a dot here, so that's got to be the 5 with a 4. I was going to say we couldn't say that this wasn't a 9 because there's no dot, because the negative constraint does not apply in this puzzle. Right, that 4 is looking straight across there, so that's a 2. It's got a 1 and a 4 around it. We can work out which way they are because of that 1, 2 or a 4 there. So this is from 1, 2, 4 and 8, and it's seeing 4 and 2. So this either goes 1, 2, 4 or 8, 4, 2. That uses up the 2, 4 pair in the column. Not that helpful. Although in that column there are still 2 consecutive bits. And with 2 and 4 gone, each of these consecutive pairs needs an even number, because it's always an even and an odd. So 6 and 8 must be in those 2 dominoes, and therefore 8 can't be here. So that must be 1. That's quite a nice conclusion. Oh, sorry about that. Honestly. Okay, right, 1, 2, 4. So these are, well, we don't know. They involve 6 and 8, but we don't know which odd numbers. But at least we found out what the 1, 2, and 4 there were. So 1, 6, 9, 4, 2, 4. No, I don't know. I mean, moving off the odd dots is quite difficult. Now, this one, sorry, moving off the black dots. But let's stay with the black dots, because can this be from 1, 2, 4, 8? Only if this was 8, because of the 1, 2, 4 there. And if that was 8, that would need to be 4. So that's not happening. It's got to be the 3, 6. And that means this can't be 3, 6 as a pair, because it would clash with that. So this is from 1, 2, 4, and 8. Don't know if that tells us what that is. This is from 1, 2, 4, and 8, but still that could be. So we're not resolved there yet. Now 5 and 6 here. No, I've looked at that before, haven't I? 3, 1, 2, 4. Right, this is 3, 5, 7, or 8, just by the Sudoku of these numbers here. Now if it's 3, that would have to be 2 or 4 being consecutive. That's not possible. If it's 5, that would go 4, 5, 6 in that order. If this is 7, it would go 6, 7, 8. And if it was 8, it's still possible. It would go 7, 8, 9, like that. So those, sorry, they're not ruled out. I'd hope they would be. This one by the same Sudoku business is 3, 5, 7, or 8. Again, it can't be 3 because that can't be 2 or 4. If it was 5, we go 5, 6, 7. If it was 7, there's various possibilities. Now if it was 8, I think that's impossible. Okay, I'll write in the 7 possibilities. It can either go up 7, 8, 9 or down 7, 6, 5. Now it can't be 8 because this would be 7 and this would be 6. Now you'd have used up 8 and 6, so you couldn't fill those 2 black dots in the same column because one of them would need an 8 or a 6. Otherwise you're only playing with 1, 2 and 4 as numbers, so that's not possible. Right, so this is either 5, 6, 7, 7, 6, 5 or 7, 8, 9. Now can we use that to be sure of what we're doing? Not quite, I don't think. Interesting though. So this either uses 8 or 6 right here, in fact. If it uses 8, then this is 3, 6. If it uses 6, this is part of 1, 2, 4, 8. No, I can't see the way to finish that thinking off here. Now 2 and 4 have been used in this column. So this could be 8, 1, 3 or 6, making this 2, 4 or 3 or 6. That's not very helpful actually. This is sitting under a 1, 2, 4. Look, yes, 3, 6 pair there is looking at this cell, so this can't be a 3, 6. So given that it comes from 1, 2, 4, 8, we can tell which one this is. That must be 8, so we get a 4 here. So now we can forget 4 there. We can forget 4 here with 8 here. So we're either on a 3, 6 pair or 2, 1. Now that also can't be 8, I just realized. So that's 1 or 2. This can't be 8 anymore, but it could still be 1, 2 or 4. Now that's going to mean that this dot has to have 8 or 6 on it, because 2 is going to get used here. So this could be 8, 4, which would make this 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 3, 9, if this was 8, 4. But the alternative is that that's 3, 6, then this must be a 7, 8, 9 run. This would still have to be 3. There's nothing else that could be. And 5 would then have to go here. So we kind of get a 5, 7, 9 triple in the column, but we've placed 3. That gives us a 3 over here. This is from 5, 7 or 8 in the row. These two are from 4, 6 or 9, although that one can't be 4. I'm not sure that just doing regular Sudoku is helping. This is obviously on a dot, which is 8. So that's 7 or 9. So 6 must be up here with 5 or 7. Again, we can place 3, must be here now. And this is part of 5, 6, 7 or 9. But we don't know which. Does that 3 help anything looking across? Or the fact that one of those is a 6? Not really. I mean, this is quite interesting that this doesn't break down here. If it does in some way that I'm not spotting, my apologies, that is quite possible. Now, this has to use an even number, and it can't be 4 or 8. So it's either a 2, 1 pair, or it could be 6 with either 5 or 7. This is connected by 1 to that. So this can't be 3. So this can't be 6. Now, could this be 6? That would have to be 7. In fact, this must now be odd. And it must therefore be 7 or 9, because this is definitely even, intriguingly. 1, 2 and 4 all have to be placed here. No, I don't think that's fixing anything. It could be a 1, 2, 4 triple there. No, actually it couldn't. Right, what I was wondering is, can I keep 4 out of this column? If I do that, given this 1, 2, 4 set here, we have to get 1, 2, 4 there, and then we'd have to have 1, 2, 4 here. And that's not possible because this cell can only be 5 or 9. So 4 must be in this combination. It must be a 4, 8 pair. We can get rid of the 3 and 6 option. This can no longer be... Oh, can it be 3? Sorry, I may have ruled that out wrongly earlier. For some reason I thought this had to only be 7 or 9. No, I think it can still be 3. So I haven't determined which way around the 4, 8 go. But knowing that it's 4, 8 means I've got 1, 2 there. It means this is a 6. I can place the 9, although I can't place the 5 and 7. I know that's not a 4. This is a 1, 2 pair. That means this can't be 2, 1 because they would clash with that. So that's definitely a 3, 6 pair now. I've got a 3, 6 pair there and a 3, 6 pair there. So I now need a 3, 6 pair here, which restricts everything else I've got going on. 3, 6, 8, 4... 2 odds there. Interesting. 4 has to be here by Sudoku. That can't be 6 anymore. Right, so that's 9. That's finished the whole row. 6 there. That's 5. So and it can't go 6, 5, 4, so it must go 6, 7, 8. 5 and 9 are here. Yes, that's with a 6, but I don't know which way round. Okay, so I don't know that. That makes this a 7, so I can finish the box. That places this 7. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 4. This must be a 5 because, well, it's looking at 3, 6 there, for instance. This is 3 or 6 at the top. This is an 8, 7 pair, and I can fill them in. That's a 2, naked single. 1, 2, 9 there. 4, 2, 9, 3, 6. So 7 has to be in one of these 2 cells because of that 7. That's not quite... Oh, this can't be 9 anymore, but that doesn't resolve this pair. 2, 4, 8, 3, 6. Okay, let's just be cautious here. I'm so used to working with a negative constraint in Kropki, I keep looking for that, but it's just not relevant. 9 and 9. 9 can't be there because that would have to be 8. So 9 is in one of those two. But again, these little regular Sudoku plays don't really get much done in this sort of Kropki. That's going to have an odd number. It can't be a 1-2 pair because of that cell. It clearly can't have a 3 or a 7 in it. So it's either got 5 or 9 in it. Now that's quite interesting because if 5 was there, I was going to say that wouldn't be fillable. So if it's either 9, 8 that way round, or, well, it could, it can't have a 6 in it because 6 is ruled out. So it would have to be 5, 4 that way round. Oh, it really feels like we're closing in now. But I don't know what is on that dot. What about this one? Let's just have a look at the possible numbers by Sudoku. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 there. So this can't be a 1 or a 9, in fact. But it can still be various possibilities, 2, 5, or 8. Oh, this is close, but not quite there. 9, 3, 6, 4. 2, just by regular Sudoku, is there. Therefore up here somewhere, but I don't know which one. 2, 4, 3, 6, 8. What about? No, 1, 5, 7, 9 are a set along here. That one therefore has to be 1 or 5. There's some black cell laughing at me here. It's probably very obvious to you, and I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's not a black one, maybe it's a white one laughing at me. 1982. One of these is 4. That's not very telling. I just wish I knew which one this was. If this was 5, 4, this would have to be 6, 7. You'd get 5 here, 9 there. If this was 9, 8 though, well, that doesn't force this to have the 5 in it necessarily. In fact, 9, 8 leaves a lot of things fluid as far as I can see. 8, 7, 6, 2, 3. So one of these is 8. That's not 4, 8, 1, 2, 7. Right, I'm not getting it here. 1, 9, 8, 2, 3, 6. This is 5 or 7. So 4 is up here somewhere. That's just basic Sudoku. It's not really answering anything, I don't think. Oh, have I missed something? Well, the fact that 3 of these cells have a 5 possibility. It's keeping a 2 up there, but I don't know where 1 goes in columns 1 and 2, so I don't think I can resolve that. 6 is definitely there. 6. Maybe there's some weird sort of Y-wing. If that was 5, 7, no, sorry, it can't be 5, 7. If it was 5, 6, we get 9 here, 7 here, 5 here. If it's 5, 6, I don't think it works. It is a sort of Y-wing. We get 9 here, that puts 5 here, and that's going to be a problem because the 5, 6 and 9 puts 7 here, which also makes that 5. 2 5s in column 2 is not acceptable. So 5 is not in that. It is a form of Y-wing. That's absolutely peculiar. Right, and I don't know that that actually resolves everything. That's 1 or 5, and that could be 1, 5 or 7. Oh no, look, we've got a 1, 5 pair in the row, so that is 7, right, which resolves the whole of box 7 now. What a clever finish. That's really quite surprising. If I have missed something else, I apologize for that, but at least we seem to be on track. That now has to be 8, which resolves this dot. That puts a 9 there and a 9 over here. 6, 7, 3, 8, 9. So this is a 4, 5 pair. This is a 1, 2 pair. So now we've got a 1, 2 pair in the row. That's probably not what to look at. This is 5 or 6. 5. Oh, this can't be 5 anymore. So this is now either 3 or 7. Oh, excuse me one moment. Sorry about that. Someone on the phone that did need to be answered finally. 3, 7 pair up here. 9, 3, 6, 7, 4, 5. That's 1 or 2. Let's take out the corner marks, which aren't really helping now. Ah, and that's a 1, 2 pair. This is some sort of naked single given that 1, 2 pair. That is now a 6. Let's see, is 1, 2 in the row, 9, 8, 3 and 7, and 4, 5 in the column. So that's a 6. That makes this a 5. That's part of a 3, 6 pair. This is 4. That's solved. This is now a 3 because we've got 7 in the column. So that's a 2. Actually, I might have had that straight away when I noticed that. That fixes the 6, 3 pair. We can do the 6, 3 pair to finish box 9. I still can't do that 1, 8, but I can do this 3, 6. Ah, and that 3 looks straight up. This 7, 5, 4 there, 7, 6, 1, 2, 1 there, nip down and fix that in box 8. This 8 finishes off a row and column, and this is the last number, and there we go. That is a very neat puzzle, not just from the original presentation, but from the logic to solve it. Lovely work again from Philip Newman. The example of the sort of thing you can just come across on the Discord server. It really is a great source of puzzles. So I hope you enjoyed having a go at that. Let me just press the check button. Looks okay to the machine, and I think we've obeyed all the dots as far as I can see. Really neat. So thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again soon on Cracking the Cryptic. Bye for now.